Are we moving?
So beautiful.
Are we moving?
So weird. The effect's not quite the same on film. So we're on our way in a snowstorm to go try to find someone who's lost in the woods. You'll say a prayer.
If you're evil and you're on the rise, you can count on the tracking team taking you down. Cause we're good, the evil never beats us. We'll win the fight and then go out for pizzas. Cause we are the tracking team. We always save the day. And if you think we can't, we'll always find a way. That's why the people of this world believe in the trackers, War Chief, Lorna Q, and Night Stars and Jerry and Ella. If you could only know what they really are when they arrived on Earth from that cosmic spider, we were amazed to find how dangerous they really are. And we will protect our kind, and if we will protect our Earth,
Let me fix this.
Proverbs 14:7. Stay away from a fool, for you will not find knowledge on their lips. And we'll pray. Father, we thank you for the knowledge that you give us. We thank you for all the ways that you tell us how to do everything in life. You tell everyone if they'll just read and apply it. We thank you for all your warnings. We thank you for letting us play a part in warning people and for putting us on this path. We thank you for all those that you've allowed to join us on our path and that you brought into our lives. We're very, very grateful, Father. We pray your hand of protection continue over all of us. We thank you that even in times that we are hit by the enemy, that you are there and that you always turn what the enemy intends for harm. You turn that to good. We thank you for being with our friends as a few of them take some hits right now. We know you're with them, and we just love you, Lord. We thank you. As always, we just truly, truly thank you. In Jesus' name, the name of Yeshua, amen.
Amen.
I am lead tracker E, and this is Jerry Williams, also known as Lead Horse Choctaw. And we've changed the name of our channels today. No,
We have 4 Facebook group pages. Oklahoma Big. Go ahead.
go ahead.
Oklahoma Bigfoot Predator Watch, Antlers, and surrounding areas. You can find these on Facebook, of course. Choctaw Missing and Murdered Woman and Son Center and Database. The Predator Bigfoot and Spiritual Warriors Path, and the Lead Tracker E channel. Facebook group page. Also, we have changed the names of our YouTube channels, and we wanted to share that with you here. We changed these names because the algorithm, we need to get to more people, to help more people, because we see, even like you see tonight, even if they're close, they still don't see everything, and you just can't be close with these predators. You got to know exactly where they're at, what they're doing, because these are predators. And so we changed it so the algorithm would hit more. Lead Tracker E's YouTube channel is now titled
Bigfoot Predators and Spiritual Warfare. And this channel is now called Sasquatch Choctaw Tracking. And so we hope that those titles will just cause it to bump up, and that more people, when they do a word search, that they will hit on this channel. And you can help us to do that by liking and sharing and subscribing. That makes a big difference, because we're not doing this just for fun, even though we do have fun with you all. And the point and the focus is to teach people and to warn people and to make them aware. It's to raise awareness that these things are predators, no exceptions. And we see other channels just getting thousands and thousands and thousands of views, giving terrible advice and leading people into trouble. And we struggle to go up. We're up 2 subs, down 1, up 3, down 2. Our channel should be growing a lot faster, and it's not for lack of work, it's not for lack of effort, it's not for lack of knowledge, it's for lack of hitting that algorithm. And so any way that you can help us do that, we appreciate it. And these channel name changes may get us moving in the quicker direction.
Yeah, we just been doing this Watching Wednesday for a couple of weeks, and there's some good researchers, there's some good hikers or adventurers out there, but they're getting things wrong, and it's getting out of hand. There's just too many of them getting everything wrong. Even if they're close, even if they get a few things right, getting just a few things right, dealing with a predator is going to cause some serious problems. And then we see, like tonight, we're going to see people who are kind of excited knowing that predators are around their home and their children and their pets. And even though they don't feel like that pet is not real, or that horse is not real, or that cow is not real, because these things are taking those things and eating them, and people just don't put themselves in that position as far as their livestock being out there alone or unprotected. And these things are happening to these livestock, and people are naming their cows, naming their horses, naming their dogs, but are just not putting two and two together that they cannot leave these their livestock or pets or animals unsecure, but they're letting it happen, and then they wonder why these things come up missing,
or make excuses when they do.
yeah, or make excuses. It's just this
And
is a predator.
it doesn't matter if they're nice people. It absolutely does not matter. The enemy will take a nice person quicker
Yeah,
than a not nice person. You
yeah,
know,
because that nice
they're
person
merciless.
walks right up to them and think that they're,
Exactly. They're the easiest victims.
oh my
And
goodness.
so when people seek out these researchers for help and they're getting bad advice, that's not help.
It's not help at all. Also, our book, The Predator, Bigfoot, and the Spiritual Warrior's Path. You can find that on Amazon. Uh, that's $25 on Amazon, plus Kindle. The Kindle version, I think, is $15.99. But we also have the Spanish version of The Predator, Bigfoot, and the Spiritual Warrior's Path, titled Pai Grande, el Depredador y el Sendero del Guerrero Espiritual. And also, you can get those through us also. $25 plus $5 shipping and handling. Same price that you would get it from Amazon, except you will get an autographed copy through us. We also have our newest book that's out. It's a small chapter out of the original book that we're working on, but it's called Bigfoot Gifters. This part is called Bigfoot Gifters, and we needed to get this out because so many people have been encouraged to interact and feed these creatures or these predators, and not knowing everything about it or what everything entails in this action. Also, this is the Kindle version, but we also have the Spanish version of Las Ofrendas de Pai Grande. You can find all of these on Amazon, or you can order through us. But the main thing is, right now we're having a great sale. One of a kind. It's only until the end of March, until March 31st. Here is the flyer that we put up for it. It's $55. The Bigfoot documentary is $55 alone. But you also get, and the DVD is in English, Blu-ray only, but you get one Bigfoot documentary DVD and 2 autographed books. So you're getting, as a picture up there, you can either have the English version of The Predator, Bigfoot, and Spiritual Warrior's Path and the Bigfoot Gifters and the DVD, or you can get the English version DVD with the Spanish version books, A Grande el de Predator y el Sendero del Guerrero Espiritual, and the segundo libro, or the second book, is Las Ofrendas de Pai Grande.
Hey, what you do?
Oh, gracias. Gracias.
Rhoda.
I'm trying to see if our camera's not too blurry, because it's kind of blurry here. There's a little spray thing. Okay. Yeah, I think it is. Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot better. That's a lot better. There was the blur. I must have touched the camera, but it's a lot better. So you can right now with that special. And we were thinking about this. I don't have the books here right here in front of me, which I should have had. I think the closest that we have would have to be in the office. Yeah. 'Cause I don't. We had the Spanish version out here with us, but I don't know where we put it because we've been busy sending out books and packages to other people. And hey, all right, wow. And some of you are getting these packages that are being sent out.
Oh, I had the laptops on top of.
Oh, that's no, I mean, those are just, yeah. So right now we have, okay. Right now you can get the deluxe package, as we call it, the Predator Bigfoot DVD, the Predator Bigfoot and the Spiritual Warrior's Path, and the new book, Bigfoot Gifters, the English version. This is all English version. Or you can get the DVD, the Bigfoot documentary DVD.
I didn't mean to ring the bell on us.
Oh.
I just had to go get the bell.
Oh. The Spanish version of the book, The Predator Bigfoot and Spiritual Warrior's Path, titled Pa Grande el Depredador y el Sendero del Guerrero Espiritual, y de segundo libro, Las Ofrendas de Pa Grande. But again, this documentary is in English and it's Blu-ray only for right now. We haven't had it translated or not yet anyway. So right now it's only in the Spanish. It's only in English, the documentary, and that is Blu-ray. So make sure you have a Blu-ray player before you order. I mean, you can still order it, no problem there. But we're having that sale right now, and so it's actually, if you total it all up, it's $110. And if you get it on Amazon, it's still going to be, if you got them individually, it'll still be about $56 if you're just getting the books. And the documentary you can only get through us for $55. So actually, it's a half price kind of sale for everything because it totals up to $110, but you're only would have to purchase it for $55. Unbelievable. We've talked about it, like that's pretty much giving away the books. They're just buying the DVD and we're giving all the books away. Very important books though. So you can get the English or the Spanish version of both books. That's your choice. For that deal right now, it's a great deal. And it's only until the end of March, and then we're gonna change it back up because we're just trying to promote the books and the new Bigfoot Gifter book or the Spanish version new Bigfoot book, Las Ofrendas de Pa Grande. So it's right now would be a great time to load up and get this. We've had great receptions right now, and we've sent a couple out, and I think a friend of mine since I've known since a kid, since we were little ones, I think he's going to get the combo or the deluxe package very soon. He just messaged me right before we had to, and that's why I was kind of running a little behind. We was talking with some people and things. So that's going on right now. It's only until March, so get it while it's going because it's going to be going soon. Also, our new webpage, Predator Bigfoot and the Spiritual Warrior's Path. You would just type in predatorbigfoot.com. and that will take you to the web page where you can get these books. You can purchase the books. I don't think we have the sale on there right now. Um, that's just a whole different thing. But you can order the books individually there, and you can order the documentary also there. But it also has playlists. Like one is called "What the Indians Say," because there's so many people saying, "Well, the Indians say this, Indians say that." Well, we got the tribes together from all over different parts, from Alaska to here to Canada to California areas, um, Alabama, those places. Oh, if you want to know what the Indians say, watch that 3-part series. It's part 1, part 2, and part 3, and at the end, we all put it together for you. Then you really know what the Indians say, and don't just be taking people's words out there or word out there that they know what we're talking about. Of course, some things are going to be true. Like we say, it's a predator. That's the truth. We say, don't have your kids. Watch your kids. Watch your family. Those things are true. But as far as saying it's the forest people or the friendly giants of the forest, no, we don't say that. That's definitely wrong, and we would not endanger your life by telling you that these things are good and that you can communicate and gift and play around with these things. We would never tell you that. So you can watch that, and there's other playlists on there, very important playlists. So check it out. Go check it out. Predator Bigfoot and Spiritual Warrior's Path. Just type in predatorbigfoot.com and it will take you right there. Also, tracking miracles and encounters.
That's a segment where we talk about the miracles, the God's divine intervention and divine orchestration. And there's some fantastic stories, true stories, testimonies on there that we share. And as soon as we'll be getting back to it, adding more to it. And we'd love to hear your stories as well. But there is a playlist so that you can catch up on those while you wait for us to put some more interviews in there, conversations, not really interviews, conversations, and to hear testimonies. So we want to acknowledge God in all the ways that He takes care of us, by either keeping things from us or bringing things to us. And miracles are everywhere if you look for them. And the more that you look for them, the more you will see, and the more that will be presented to you when you have faith.
I was just thinking that I'm so happy that we have this channel
Oh yeah.
because when we first, um, I guess, came onto the scene and was sharing information, we were getting phone calls, like emails, like crazy. There were so many people in just this area that needed help. There was people in other states that we didn't know how we was going to get to them, but everything worked out. God made a way for us to get there. So we went to people's homes. We cleared land for them. We showed them how to do deterrences, set up track traps to get their confirmation. Um, and we've met so many people, but there were so many people out there that didn't have any answers. Uh, they didn't have any information, and they were getting encroached upon by these predators. And we helped deter those and push them away. Get the families more aware, so they became more secure. They arranged their lives to where they could still do what they wanted, but in a safe manner. Um, they're still going camping, but now it's in like a cabin, or maybe it's in a secure uh, camper, kind of pull behind something secure. They know that God has to be with them, so they've accepted God in with them, so that makes them more secure. but we're not getting as many now because of this channel, because we've been able to come on here and share information, to share. I mean, we've got over 600 videos, which are, most of them are 2 to 3 hours each, of more information, more information, more information, just so we could get more people safe. This channel also helped us get our tracking um, class or course up and going, so that we could have more trackers out there who know what they're doing. And just like tonight, whenever we watch what we're going to watch, you're going to see our trackers. If you look at the chat, or if you're in the chat, you're going to see our trackers going, look, there, 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 there. But the people in these videos, they're going to be missing everything that we train and what we're looking for.
It's like they know just enough to get them into trouble, and they're all still doing a lot of guessing, a lot of wondering, and they're giving bad advice that they got from someone else. It's just person after person, layer on layer of following terrible, dangerous advice. And they all seem like real sweet people, but
It's it's like they have a little bit of information, which all the other channels, it's like they all have the same little bit of information. It's like they're not coming over and getting all the rest of the information, like all in these books and DVDs that we got. Um, to me, it just feels like they're, if you're in the ocean and there's a whole bunch of sharks, but you're kind of fishing for sharks. You're doing a documentary on sharks, and then you heard that if you chum or put blood and
yeah,
that into the water, that they'll come a little closer and you'll get to
just
take
enough to get in
pictures.
trouble.
Yeah, but then they also heard that swimming with sharks is, some people do that and they get to touch the shark sometimes. So they're going to chum, and then since they come in, now they're going to try to jump in the water and see if they can touch one, or you know have an encounter with one. But those sharks are predators. Bigfoots are predators, and there's only one outcome once you get in that close to them. They want you to get in that close. They want you to get into the water. They want you to get into where they're at. They want you to come to them. They want you to have your guard down. They want you to know that they're not predators. And we see this all the time, and and that's why we even changed our name, just so we can try to get out more and get further out there to help more people, because we see too much wrongness being done out there.
And there are people uh, that are Bigfoot lovers that will in entire groups, and they just, when they hear our names, because they know that's what we do, is warn people. They get offended by that, and
Just by our names, they get offended.
they will turn away from it. But maybe this way they'll take a minute to listen before they realize it's us.
And they will actually turn away from you if you listen to this channel and you have the information that they don't. Once they realize, you're like, oh, well, over at the tracker channel, which is now called Sasquatch Choctaw Tracker or Tracking Channel, if you say that, they're gonna probably delete you or block you, because you have more information than they do, and they don't want to be corrected. Whatever they're doing, it's
they don't want to have to
wrong.
stop what they're doing.
Yeah. And a lot of them are profiting.
Yes.
Big streams and things like that. So so
and they're responsible for what they're telling people. They have a platform. They're reaching a lot of people. 40,000 people. Well, I don't know how many on this channel. We'll see in a minute. But we've seen up to 100,000 people in some of these Watching Wednesday videos that just got bad advice. How many people are going to follow that advice? it's staggering to think that much, and we're you know, we got 20 people in chat, which is pretty good.
Which is good for
21,
us.
woo.
Actually, I think we had 34 one
Yeah,
time,
yeah.
which
But
I don't know well how that happened, but
you know, we want to reach people more quickly because they're multiplying out there. Every day that goes
oh,
by, there's new ones. And every day that goes by, there's new people making mistakes or getting closer and further in, deeper in, getting the attachments more and more. And
also all the wildlife is almost gone everywhere. People need to pay attention. There's hardly any wildlife here. We know we have predators here. We know we have Bigfoots here. Uh, this place used to be called the deer capital of the world. There's hardly any deer here. The motto used to be "Watch for snakes." If you went outside, there are. I think we've seen one snake, one small snake, in about 2-3 years, something like that.
there was, I think it's been 2 years, two snakes that year. We don't see them very often, not here on this property, really anywhere
And
that we go.
no, and there used to be wild hogs here. I mean, all over the place. We have not seen one wild
We're not
hog in
even seeing
4.
tracks of them anymore.
No, no.
No,
And if
there.
you really look at your area, even the people that we're going to be seeing tonight, there's no food there. Animals are missing.
Yeah, several months ago there was one hog running
Yeah,
across,
that's right. But it was way down the road.
but you know, it used to be bunches, and the deer are less, and the nearby town was called the deer capital of the world, and now you just see little patches of 6 or 7 here, but they used to be all over the place. You know, that's that means something.
Yeah. So
A
look
lot
at your
less
forest.
squirrels.
Yeah, look
Yeah.
at your forest too. There used to be rabbits here too. So possums, armadillos, skunks. Look at your forest and see what's going on, because every place that we've seen, the vegetation, I mean the animal life, the wildlife is pretty much gone. But these predators they're multiplying, and they're hungry too. So with missing people, we have to really be aware and share this information, uh, to prepare, not to scare, but to get everybody, aware of what's going on around them, to notice and see what's going on. That helps you protect your family. We also have um, standing feather stories.
And those are Jerry's stories as lead horse Choctaw. Um, Amazing stories from his journeys. Uh, Much of what is in this book, and but there's a whole lot left to tell. And these are it's a news behind the news. He was the very last man standing at Standing Rock to defend against the pipeline, and people were getting poisoned there. They were getting, well, just a
One
lot.
arm was blown off that we know of.
Yeah,
The mercenary groups were shooting people in the eye with the rubber bullets. Freezing cold weather, they were showering people with water cannons to freeze them. They were doing uh, everything, and there are missing people that were missing from that area. We don't know what happened to them.
and they
Yeah,
took him to jail for that. And so that's a story. Is that one already on the Standing
I
Feather
don't think
Stories,
that.
or that's the next one we wanted to do?
Yeah,
But you'll hear about how some of the information after he went to jail. Uh, One of those times, uh, he's been to jail several times, but always for trying to protect someone. And while in jail one time, there's a story of the Amish, uh, of a criminal in there that was setting up with the human trafficking. Uh, they had a underground cell that
mm.
they had prepared because they were going to steal Amish children because they're easy prey.
They had
And
police uniforms and
yeah, they had
handcuffs.
everything, and the information that Jerry received in there, and that's an example of how God turns bad things to good. He uses it for good. But 2 children were saved, and no telling how many future children were saved because of the information he got from someone in there, that when he got out, he was able to go to the Amish and warn them, and then they reported to the police, and the criminals, it was a brother and sister, were caught. And that's one of my favorite stories, and a good ending story.
Yeah, and actually, the sister had sold her own child to someone in Syracuse for drugs and money. So she sold her own daughter, and but the police was able to track her and get that person back. So that was another one that was saved, just from some of those stories that we're still going to be sharing with you of the Standing Feather stories.
Yeah, there's a lot more to tell. We just got to get to it.
Um, ways to, I think I got this on here. Ways to support the channel. It's in the description. PayPal, Cash App, or becoming a Patreon member. That helps also too. There's no limit. I mean, no minimum to join and be a Patreon member, and we do give updates there as well. Sometimes we're going to give you updates before we even have a stream, or you'll get the before we get to the stream. But we also have super chat and super thanks. It's a new thing, but it is another way to help support the channel. And I know that pretty soon. I mean, we've been busy on the inside trying to get these books. This new children's book that's coming out. It's called Monster Spotters. We're working on that. Um, that's almost completed, but we're also going to be getting back out in the field.
Can't wait.
Can't wait for that, because we want to go and help more people and track more areas, get more information safely, and show people how we do things to keep your family safe. Um, also,
And you're going to get to see tonight a few of the pages from the Monster Spotters book, the children's book that's coming out. It's what I've been doing, not ignoring y'all. I've been trying to get those pictures so we can show them in a bit.
and this is from the new children's book. So some of the things that we're going to be watching tonight, um, these books right here, these books are to have the adults learn to teach their children from these books. But we're also making the children's book so the children can learn with visual and rhyming and words that pertain to children.
But the knowledge is for grown-ups too.
Yeah, yeah. For grown-ups and for the parents to be helping teach the children. And instead of trying to show the children with no pictures or anything, it's a book that a parent can sit down with their child and flip open and read and show them what to look for. So when that child goes out into the backyard, they're going to be looking and going, okay, or they're going to be listening for certain things, which is going to make the children more safe. So we're doing quite a bit.
Doing everything we can think of.
Everything we can think of to keep people safe and get more people safe. So also share the channel, put a like on here that hits that algorithm. We're trying to get it out more people, and we want to thank you for the help for doing that. Even if it's a like, even if it's a share,
it makes a difference.
It does make a difference. The algorithm, it goes out, and the more likes, the more YouTube puts it out there. And we do appreciate it, every bit of that. Again, this is a tracking channel. Right now it's called Sasquatch Choctaw Tracking. It is a tracking channel. It's not an entertainment channel. So here in the chat, we want to, like on Watching Wednesdays, we encourage interaction over the topic. But whenever we have a lesson or an interview or a guest, we're more strict. And that's when we don't want anyone starting chats or starting conversations that relate to something else or someone else, or even talking about other channels. That's trying to get people to talk about the other channel, or this and that.
And it's a tactic that trolls use to distract.
It sure is. It sure is. But we want you listening to the information because we're sharing important information, and it's just to keep you and your family safe. And we do appreciate our monitors who are more than willing to kick those people out of the room and block them. And you may see in the chat, because we're going to read off chat in just a moment, that they've got their troll weapons ready.
Because they take it seriously too.
Yeah, because they get to learn more information as well, with these streams.
And when we show you these illustrations later, know that they are copyrighted and you don't have permission to use them.
Yeah, and it's not out yet, but they are copyrighted, so we will get to those in just a minute. So right now, our favorite thing, well, there's a lot of favorite things, but we want to get to the comments, and we will, like tonight, we encourage the comments that pertain to the topic. So let's see who's all here. Well, I'll look through a little bit. Lead Tracker, he's still loading a few things. So let's see who is all here. Oh, por siempre. I said a little
Por
Bill.
siempre. Hola.
Por siempre. Hola. Saludos. Cornelius. Por siempre hablas. Sorry. Tracker Lorna is in also. Por siempre came in at about 12 noon.
Oh, wow.
So you was going to be first no matter what. So Tracker Lorna is here. She's saying hello to everybody. Jody Albright, Shadow Tracker JA. She says, love that new handle, Sasquatch Choctaw Tracker channel. Let me put that up again because I want to make sure.
Yeah, we're going to have to get used to saying that.
Sasquatch Choctaw Tracking. But it is a tracker channel. And thank you, Jody, for that. Warm welcome with that. Tracker Lorna saying hello to Jody, and Jody saying hello to Lorna, Tracker Lorna, and Por Siempre. Tracker 17, he's here. He says, Halito Hola Ocio, Jerry Leadhorse, Choctaw Williams, Lead Tracker E, friends, trackers, and warriors. And everybody's saying hello. He's saying hello to Lorna. Tracker Lorna saying hello back. Tracker 1 saying hello to Por Siempre and to Jody. Good. Shadow Tracker J is here. All right. Blessings. She says Por Siempre, Tracker Lorna, Jody, and Tracker 17. And Tracker Lorna is returning that to Shadow Tracker J. Tracker 17. It's saying Halito and Halito Tracker J. Everyone's we love having everybody here. Everyone is just good people. We can see it already. Hey, Cobalt.
Hey.
Cobalt is here. All right, Cobalt.
A little ball of sunshine.
Yeah, she is. She knows what she's doing too.
Yes, she does. And she's right up in a city setting, and there's plenty going on there too.
Mm-hmm. Elastic Machinery. All right.
Well, I missed a few names. Shadow Tracker J, everyone.
Yeah, she was busy
sorry.
loading some things. Tracker 17 has put up the link for the deluxe sale for the DVD and the 2 books.
Thank you. You're real good about those links, Tracker 17. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. And it is a very good deal right now that's going on. And Tracker 17, Tracker Lorna saying hello to Cobalt and to Elastic Machinery. 17 saying hello to Elastic Machinery. Shadow Tracker J is saying hello to Elastic Machinery. Elastic Machinery is very good to see you all.
Yes,
Tracker
you too.
17 saying,
Everyone.
"Hey Cobalt, no
I
time, no
I
see.
think he meant, yeah, long time no see.
Long time no see." Says thank you, Shadow Tracker J. Hey, JR is here.
JR.
All right, JR. Halo, everybody. Halo. And he actually meant to say that. And Cobalt said it's been a while. Good. Shadow Tracker J is reminding everybody to hit that like button. Let's get the algorithm up. Tracker Lorna is saying hello to JR. Shadow Tracker J is saying hello to JR. Ah, the new Gifters Book link on Facebook. You can get that, or you can get it through Amazon, or you can order through us. Either way is good as long as you get the information. 17 or Tracker 17 is saying hello to JR, and Cobalt is saying, I watched most of the lives.
She's lurking.
All right. Well, we're
Good.
glad
We're glad you're here, though.
we're glad you're
Glad
here.
to know that.
JR is saying hi or howdy hi. Also, this is Tracker 17's Facebook group page.
And he works very hard to take time to explain things in great detail, and gets quite a bit of flack for it too, although he's learning to kick back at the people or just block them that if they're going to act like that and be disrespectful. And anytime also somebody starts a sentence with all due respect, they're fixing to disrespect you.
Or
You
no
can be assured,
disrespect.
no disrespect.
It's coming. That's
Yeah,
go ahead, bloop.
or I hate to tell you this, but
Yeah, I hate to tell you this.
they love to tell you.
Yeah.
Tracker 17 says Elastic Machinery, it's always good to see you. We agree.
Sure is. And we talked about you in that Tracker meeting the other day. All good though.
Sorry to miss your content, 17. I'm not on Facebook, says JR. And Tracker 17 says, like Tracker Lorna says, please like, thumbs up, and share on your social media. We appreciate that. Thank you, Lorna, too. Tracker Lorna. Elastic Machinery says at 17, had a lot happen this week, but I've seen your message and I'll respond soon, if not tonight. Just got home and had some salmon. Oh, that sounds good. I love salmon.
Salmon's good.
Elastic says, well, that's because this is the place to be, especially on Wednesdays. That's right.
That's right.
It's by far his favorite segment. 17 says, yes, indeed. Watching Wednesdays is the best, but it's Thursday for me here. LOL.
Hey, Graybeard is here.
Graybeard.
Tracker Lorna saying hello to
Good evening to you.
Graybeard. 17 saying Graybeard. Shadow Tracker J saying hello to Graybeard.
Graybeard says hello, Lorna. 17 Tracker J. Elastic says it's watching Thursdays.
Snow.
Oh, snow. That's his favorite part of the intro. Graybeard, that snow was wild. It looked like we were going through a vortex or something.
You
it
had
was
to
so
look
crazy
off
in
to
that.
make sure you stayed on the road.
It was Graybeard says Tracker, not Tarker, LOL.
Tarker.
Tracker
Oh,
17,
wow.
thank you very much. We appreciate that.
We sure do. We sure do.
We know you work hard. Tracker Lorna says, thank you, Tracker 17.
Yeah, thank you.
17 says, we know what you mean at Graybeard, LOL. Shadow Tracker J's laughing.
Jody's thanking Tracker 17.
Everybody appreciates it. It helps all of us. Shadow Tracker J says, 17, you could call it Thankful Thursdays instead of watching Wednesdays. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
17 says, Jerry and Ella, gotta say, I love the new name change. Potent message right there. That'll get researchers hot under the collars, LOL.
It sure will, probably.
Well, when they figure out who it is.
Yeah, then they'll come back like,
17 says that Tracker Shadow, Shadow Tracker J, I could and it is.
I could and it is.
Elastic says there's a band called The Flaming Lips with a song called Princess Battles. The pink robot this tracker saves the day song reminds me of. Oh, wow. And
Oh wow.
it's Warrior Tracker J made that song, and everything that went in it, all of it, and we're just so proud of her.
Yeah.
An exceptional individual in every way,
Yeah.
intellectually, morally, just a wonderful person. Tracker 17 says, good stuff at Elastic Machinery.
Uh-oh, we got some. Oh, this is the prayer part.
17 says, amen. Shadow Tracker J says, amen. Scott is
Scott
here.
is here. Says amen.
Amen.
All right, Scott.
Did you make it down here yet, Scott, or was the weather crazy? Of course, he should be used to crazy weather.
Oh yeah.
Or cold. By crazy we mean cold.
Mhm.
Cobalt says amen. Elastic says amen. Tracker 17 says good evening, Scott. Everybody's always happy to see Scott. Scott saying hi to Cobalt. And Shadow Tracker J saying it's blessing Scott. Cobalt is happy to see Scott.
Everybody's happy to see Scott.
Yeah, Graybeard says Scott, Cobalt, glad to see you, or good to see you. And we do that. We read these comments out until they just start getting too long, because I think we can do it tonight until there's, once we blow up and grow big.
Yeah.
We won't be able to do that anymore, but we want you each to know that you're important. And there are also some people that are only able to listen and not see the comments. So that's why we're reading them out. Graybeard says, Scott, Cobalt, good to see you. Sam Squatch says the volume is way low.
Oh.
Anybody else having that trouble? Hopefully it's better by now. We'll try to speak up a little bit. Maybe if you have headphones on, or if you can.
Scott says hello, Tracker 17 and Jay. Also to Graybeard and Cobalt saying good to see you, Graybeard, and Graybeard saying hi to Sam Squash. Tracker Lorna is saying amen. And of course, you have been missed, Cobalt. And Scott saying that, but we're all saying that.
Yeah. Tracker Lorna says hi, Scott. Scott says hi, Tracker Lorna. Shadow Tracker J says blessings, Sam Squatch. Sam Squatch says hello, first time here. Well, thank you for showing up. Behave yourself, and you are very much welcome here.
Yeah. Go with the flow with the good people.
Tracker Lorna says hi, Sam Squatch. Tracker Lorna says welcome. Tracker 17 says halito, Sasquatch. That's Choctaw for hello. Cobalt says thank you, Scott. I miss you all too.
Good. I mean, not good, but we're glad you're here.
Sam Squatch says I have my share of these beings, northern Minnesota. Oh, I bet you do.
Oh yeah, Minnesota's got quite a few up there.
Shadow Tracker J says I hear you, Sam Squatch. I'm in Upper Michigan. Yeah, that's the first thing I thought of.
And she just sent a recording of some things going on up there.
Yeah, a lot going on.
And some photos. Hey, Bigfoot Predators and Spiritual Warfare here saying welcome everyone.
Look at there, y'all join that channel too.
Yep, go and check that one out.
Tracker 17 says Sam's at Sam Squatch. We have these creatures here too in Australia.
And the verse was Proverbs 14:7. And I really like that one.
That one is stay away from a fool, for you will not find knowledge on their lips.
I like that one. We might have to use that.
There's a whole lot of Bible verses about staying away from fools.
Yeah.
Tracker 17 says thank you, LTE. That's me, Lead Tracker E. Sam Squatch says they're everywhere. Keep your guard up. That is the truth.
Yeah. Sure is. Everywhere.
We like you already.
Everywhere.
Graybeard says Proverbs. Oh, thank you. Graybeard says Proverbs 14:7. Go from the presence of a foolish man when thou perceivest not in him the lips of knowledge.
Yeah, go from.
Tracker 17 says you'll get no disagreement from any of us here, Sam Squatch.
Now check this one out.
Deborah says, channel name change threw me for a loop, but I found y'all. Yeah, yeah. We're hoping that it'll, like I did a search for it and it didn't show up, but we're hoping, it'll catch up.
And
catch
are
up.
you subscribed? If you are, it should have still linked
Sent
it.
the alert, but there's been also people
Yeah.
telling us they're not getting the alerts at all. Even, they check and it looks like it's connected and everything's good, but they're not getting the alerts.
And Deborah actually gave us a invite for her family channel link so that we can have these Watch It Wednesdays without interruption, without the commercials.
Yeah,
And
we
all the
really
advertising.
appreciate that. So
We do.
we hope y'all appreciate that too. Tracker Lorna says, hey, Deborah. Graybeard says, hey, Deborah. Hello, Deborah. Shadow Tracker J, blessings, Deborah. Tracker 17 says, hi, Deborah Mueller. Yeah, it's great. Deborah says it's fantastic. Love and blessings to you all. To you too, Deborah. Sam Squatch says, on with the show, question mark. Well, don't rush us. We'll take our time as long as we want to.
We won't come to your channel and rush you.
Nope, sure won't.
And we got a lot of friends here, so we say hello.
Take time to say hi to them.
And if you need to go somewhere and come back, that's
great
too.
It'll be recorded. And you can
you
take your time watching it later. Night Star says hi.
Hey.
So you came. Yes, we agree it's good, Sam Squatch, that you know that they're predators, but you entered with complaining about the volume. Now you're trying to rush us.
Yeah. So actually, monitors.
One more negative comment. We lost patience already. We want to grow, but not with crabby people, impatient people.
Yeah.
Life's Adventures is here.
Hey, Jim.
Tracker 17 says, hey, Night Stars. And Sam Squatch, you learn things here you haven't learned on any other channel, and I bet you don't know. So watch it in a different way. Just come back and watch the recording, or not, your choice.
Yeah.
Shadow Tracker Jace. Oh, Night Stars is here. Tracker Number says, hey, Night Stars. Shadow Tracker J says, blessings, Night Stars. Tracker 17 says, Pelly Toe to Jim. Graybeard says, Night Stars the third. Tracker Lorna says,
and that's how far we go back.
Hi, Life's Adventures, keeping it real.
Life's Adventures.
Graybeard says, Life's Adventures, hello. Night Star says, hello, hey. Tracker 17. Shadow Tracker says, blessings, Life's Adventures. Life's Adventures says, hi, Tracker 1. Scott says, hi, Night Stars. Night Star says, hi, Graybeard, how are you? Elastic says, Sam Squatch, you're new here, so let's see how the show is run. We're all very patient here, and you'll get to see how they run their channel. Hope you're staying warm, being so far north, by the way. Yeah, we call them the ice people up there.
Yeah, it's cold up that way.
Tough in the north there. Graybeard says, doing well, thank you. Night Star says, hi, Shadow Tracker J. Life's Adventure says, hello, Lorna and Graybeard. Night Star says, and Scott.
And Scott. Everybody's happy to see Scott.
Life's Adventure says, hello, Shadow Tracker.
And Cobalt.
Sam Squatch says, I'm here for information. One more comment. Well, okay, he got his warning, but he probably wrote that before. Yeah, so.
Elastic Machinery says,
Sam Squatch, your name reminds me of Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys, but boy, I had to give it up from all the language. Okay, hope you enjoy the show and welcome. Good. We do too. Tracker 17 says you'll get the information at Sam Squatch, but the show is run a little differently here, and we're noticing that other channels are starting to run their chat as strictly as we do and do things in this way because they run into trouble with people if they don't nip it in the bud right away. Sam Squatch says, thanks, I will watch. We appreciate that, Sam Squatch. Tracker 17 says, you're welcome, Sam Squatch. Jody says, Jim, your channel is awesome. Sam Squatch says, I had my first run-in 1972, got run out of the woods. Good. Come back in and you can write about that in the comments after the recording goes up, and that way a side conversation doesn't start in the chat.
Yeah, we don't want any extra.
But we'd love to hear about it and maybe even talk with you sometime.
Yeah.
On a conversation on the channel.
Maybe even an interview.
Sure, sure. That's what I mean.
Yeah, yeah.
And but after the show, the recording goes up, go in the comment box of that, and you can tell us all about it. Life's Adventure says, thank you, Jody. Graybeard says, hi, Jody. Tracker 17 says, it's good you got away. She folks, I think it means some folks don't, sadly. Life's Adventure says, Sasquatch, Bigfoot, Yeti are nothing but predators. That's right. Tracker 17 says, it's good that you were able to get away. Sadly, some folks are taken. And that's what this channel is all about. Jody says, hey, Graybeard, I can't wait to read your comments. Graybeard says, LOL, thank you. Life's Adventure says, these creatures are over there. You stay over here.
Yeah.
Yep. Tracker says, please hit the thumbs up. Sam Squatch says, I never saw it. It was raising hell, tearing trees up and screaming at me and my girlfriend. Horrible experience. I don't want to see them. Shadow Tracker says, Sam's.
We're getting very close to.
Well, it may have been written before the warning.
Okay. Okay.
Shadow Tracker J says, Sam Squatch, we care about your safety and want you to know the truth. I encourage you to get the book, The Predator Bigfoot and the Spiritual Warrior's Path. It will answer all your questions. Thank you, Shadow Tracker J. Life's Adventures says, wild hog populations have gone down. 17 says, sounds typically frightening. What we do is ask questions and share short stories towards the end. Jerry and Ella will get to the comments shortly. Oh, see, this is all in the very beginning.
Okay, let's go ahead and let Sam Squatch go.
Well, I don't think he knew at that point.
Are you sure? Because
well, we hadn't made it clear.
Let me just go through a few and see if there's. Okay, okay.
Yeah, these were all written before we came in.
Okay, I don't see that many much more.
You want to go ahead and get to the. Thank you, CT, very much. Up there. Yeah. Oh, no, you're right. You're right. And yeah, everybody's saying read the book.
Everybody says get the book, get the combo if you can, the deluxe. CT, wow, CT.
We appreciate it. We know how hard you work too.
Yeah. Let's see who's everybody saying hello to CT.
And lots of greetings.
Everybody saying hello to CT again. She said, unfortunately, she can't stay. Or I can stay. Can't stay. I am working tonight. Well, thank you very much, CT. Everybody is thanking you. Blessing CT. And CT saying hi, Graybeard. Judy Wheeler.
Hey, Judy.
All right.
We're getting enough comments in here. We're just going to shout out to the names of new people coming in the room.
Also, the Tracker 17 says battle axe is ready. Okay. Judy is letting everybody know to like and share. Jody's saying hello to Judy. Oh, and
Scott says, I haven't left yet. Weather. Okay, we wondered about that.
Okay.
Yeah, no sense in driving it if you can help it. This channel is the Bigfoot Lovers Intervention and Antidote, says JR. Yeah. And then
all right.
That takes us to the end.
Oh, and Deborah said that she is subscribed. Okay. All right.
Just we don't know what the deal is, but we're hoping this change will help. Okay. Now
this
we
is
get
on
to
your channel, right? Okay.
Watching Wednesdays, we have when you hear this bell, that means we hear something that we don't agree with. It's bad advice. It's stupid. This is called our BS bell.
Yes.
This lovely, beautiful bell from Shadow Tracker J. It has such a pretty ring to it, but it means you're not listening to something pretty. or maybe something that's pretty but it's wrong.
Yeah, especially if they give you wrong information. It's
Yeah,
something that
dangerous. Yeah.
we are not a part of.
Should I
And
hit the
that's-
lights? Oh, and we have our pointer sticks from our mini blinds.
And I think we're
Now we
gonna.
can get to the information that everybody loves.
Is this the history?
Well, that was it at the top, wasn't it?
That was us, I think. Watch on Wednesday.
You called. Oh, okay.
That's us.
Have we watched it on this one yet? No, those weren't on today. Those are old.
Okay. Do you know
We'll
what
have to
it's
type
called?
it in.
Let me go to mine and find it.
It was Squatch Watchers.
Okay.
We thought it was queued up. It was just a second. Tonight we're drinking lemonade.
Is that one word, I guess?
No, 2 words. And then it's
Something like Bigfoot in Love or something. I think the first one's Bigfoot, right?
I think it's not too far back. And you could probably scroll it over. Oh, I know what I can do.
Give us just a few more seconds. It must have been an older one. Look on mine.
I am.
That's yours. I can also look up real fast.
Bigfoot shows affection to woman leaving.
Yeah.
There it is.
Don't mind though. To who?
To woman.
To a woman?
No, two women leaving gifts, I think.
Okay.
Here.
Leaving gifts.
Mhm. I can do this. Okay. There we got it.
Okay, now how was we gonna do this? Hey, War Chief is here.
Hey, War Chief.
All right, good seeing you, War Chief. He said he was late, but he couldn't help it, but he's here.
You got here just in perfect time.
Yeah, you got here just in time. Everybody's saying hello to War Chief.
So to catch up real quick, these people are called Squatch Watchers, and they were called by these people in North Carolina because they've had some sightings of the Bigfoot peeking in their window, the bathroom window, leaving gifts for a woman, and they say that it's because Bigfoot loves this woman. So we can skip forward.
We're gonna skip a little forward till we get to.
Do you want to go all the way? We'll skip the part of them showing rocks and gifts and things like that. This is the woman that it's looking in the window at, into her bathroom window. And that's one of the things that we talk about, and we'll show you illustrations from our book. That's one of them. In particular, pay attention to covering your bathroom windows. Duh, just like you would with a human predator. It doesn't make it okay because it's one of these things.
You're right, Child Tracker J.
We had children that they've reached through the window and tried to snatch them out of the tub. They're looking at you for predatory reasons. They're not looking at you because they're in love with you. Want to go to the 20 minutes?
Well, actually,
boy, or
yeah, this is right where the boys is.
okay.
And we're gonna start off with the young man or a child that's explaining what he knows about what's going on. And the children always tell the truth. If we listen to them, they're going to tell you the truth of what's going on. And then we're going to skip ahead just a little bit and start where they're doing their research or their what we would do is an evaluation once we get to a place. We basically just want to know where the waterways are, what the animals are in the area, how the animals have been before. Like this place used to be filled with deer, and now it's not.
Any missing livestock or pets?
Yeah, missing livestock, pets, disturbances at the house, inside or out. And then we go and do a track, and we come back with whatever animals are in the area. We'll bring back the name of the animal by its print, and we'll also let you know if there's predator Bigfoots in the area and what we find.
And so far, we've never not found something.
Never not found it. And
Every
that's what we're
state
saying.
we've
They're
been to.
everywhere. And so these people are kind of doing the same thing, except they miss a lot. And we're going to be pointing out the things that they miss.
They're still guessing and wondering a lot.
Yeah,
and
still guessing, still wondering, still
making some dangerous mistakes.
very dangerous mistakes, and they're even trying to coax these things in, trying to get some kind of interaction. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I'm thinking that, and they may even have suggested gifting. I don't know, or maybe the people was already.
Oh, they definitely encourage it. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, I mean, even by the title, they say Bigfoot, or like a comment on the thing, Bigfoot in love, or something like that. They make a joke out of it. Really, they get excited about it.
Okay, so we're going to do the fair use, and then we're going to. Hey, Mary's here.
Hey, Cheetah.
Let me get back to this. Get that off. Mary is here. Good seeing you, Mary. We're glad you're here. Mary, I know you weren't in the tracker meeting, but there is mail coming your way. And you know what it is, but it'll be in a little brown envelope. It's coming to you, as with all the trackers. And it's good seeing you, Mary. So I guess we can hit the lights, and we're going to start with the young man, and then we're going to skip ahead, and we're going to be doing tracking with him.
And I sent you several
Okay.
photos.
Okay.
That one could be handy for the boy.
Okay. All right, so let me turn this around so you can see the screen here. Okay. Side of the face, move in. That'll probably work right there. One second here. We'll give that a little time. So we're going to go ahead and start, and these are the, I almost said Sam Squatchers. These are
Squatch
the
watchers.
Squatch Watchers.
Squatch watchers.
So let's see. Let's listen to the child first, and then we'll take it from there. Let me get past him. Let me do this while. Oh, sorry.
My stories in this Forest State area, and I could believe those are Bigfoot or something that's like related to it. It couldn't be Bigfoot in particular. Maybe like spiritual being.
You don't have to stop. I just want to say these are areas to be careful of.
Yeah, those are blinds that are behind that young man. And he's already got the wrong information because he's calling them spiritual beings. These are predators. Even though everyone's under spiritual law, we don't make them to be the majestic, the magical. These are predators that will eat you if you give them a chance.
And there are, demons are spiritual beings, but they're still predators.
Yep.
I don't really know, but I got some stories to tell. Sometimes I just like come out the house, like some of my wiffle ball bats, they'll be like up in the trees, and I don't remember at all because like the day before, I just like use it just like hit some like balls, and I just like place it on the ground, and I like come outside the next day, they'll be up in the tree. I remember I was outside with my stepmom once, and we was just like exploring the woods, just seeing what's like happening. There's some trees that are like in real structures, like folded. Like they look like the huts, but like black bales, they couldn't do that. It had to be something bigger. Yeah. Then also we were outside. There was like noises from the trees. Dogs were going crazy. It was just weird.
So they don't have a problem with this. They all get excited about this. The kid doesn't seem excited. The child, he's precious. That's a problem that these things are taking his toys, and this is one of the things we address in every single show, just about, or in our Predator Bigfoot book and in the Monster Spotters Monster Spotters book is right here. I think that's fixing to come up. We'll show you an illustration real quick and a warning that we put in this book about how they will pull and we've seen it time and time again. They will take your children's toys and pull them off into the woodlines. When we went to Mary's place, as a matter of fact, we were able to spot a perfect example of the ball pulled up into the woodline, way up into the thicket, and it's a lure. They'll do the same thing with the small puppies that they'll steal. Just like a human predator will lure children and adults with things that they think they want, whatever your attraction is, that's a ploy. So we tell you, keep your kids' trampolines pulled away from the tree lines, keep your kids' playthings pulled away from the tree lines. What they need to have this boy, instead of putting his toys on the ground, to bring them up into the house at night, or give him a lock, some kind of cabinet or shed or something that he can put them in. At the very least, don't let your kids wander off into the tree lines alone to retrieve their toys. You go with them, or you go do it for them.
Okay, is there one you want to show?
Yeah, that one, the first one that you hit on, let's see, it's the one about the toys. This one right here, and the next one.
Okay, but I know they show a trampoline. Is that what you want to show it, or you want to do
We
that?
can do it now, and
Okay.
then when they see the trampoline, they'll know, because he's already talked about the toys. And so
This is from the
go ahead.
new book, Monster Spotters. It's a children's book we're working on. Artwork, copyrighted. It's all with lead tracker E. And this one is showing, I'm going to blow it up a little bit here. But this is showing, it says, monsters lure you in with toys. Be very careful, girls and boys. Keep your playthings out where it's bright. Stay close to home and stay in the light. Now, the same things that you're going to be seeing on here, the bows, like he's talking about, the toys are in the trees or being pulled out. You see the little red balls close to the wood line, and also the trampolines are by that wood line, and there's a bow or vegetated areas.
Some structures in the back that you got to get that thick overgrowth
And
cut out of there.
Yeah, leaning
clear
trees.
up your tree line and pull your kids' things away from the tree line. Just get them in the habit of not going out there to it without supervision. And the next page is, it's good to explore, it's great to have fun, but nobody's safe when they do something dumb.
And the Bigfoot's holding the ball, and of course this is it goes in a flow. So the Bigfoot is actually looking at. We don't have it up right now, but in the book, there's other kids that are calling him and making noise so that this Bigfoot is shoot off, or kind of, he's alerted on, he's been found out, he's upset, but he takes off. But this little kid was coming out to retrieve that ball that the Bigfoot was using.
They'll pull bikes up into the wood line. They hang out at well, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. So again, this is from the new book, the new children's book, Monster Spotters. And this is showing you that the Bigfoots do use the children's toys and puts them out in the woods or puts them by the tree line or in the trees so that the children come out to the woods to retrieve it while the parents are not watching that child.
And they may even stand there in the edge of the woods and beckon to the children to come to them, you know, with their hands, just like a parent does. And we teach people to raise their hands and turn their left side toward their child as a better way to get your child to come to you without having to yell to them, because we don't want you yelling out there either. And when they do that, if a predator Bigfoot does that, it will expose a vulnerable area that you can shoot, because if they're doing that, they're trying to lure your child into the woods and treat it like any other predator. It's not okay for them to be doing things to lure your children. People have got to get that through their heads, just like it's not okay for them to be looking in your window.
And if the parents don't know about these predators, or if they don't know the truth that these things will snatch their children and their pets and the livestock, that they're not going to be outside watching their children. They're going to be inside doing dishes, watching TV, have their headphones on. And some of the adults who are not fully adult yet, they'll be playing the video games while the children are outside doing housework, laundry, and things like that while the children are outside playing. If they don't know that these predators are predators, we will find that there's going to be missing children, missing pets, missing livestock, all in these areas where these predators are.
Be patient enough to let your children help you clean the house, and then I'll go outside together.
But like black bears, deal, they couldn't do that. It had to be something bigger. Yeah. Then also we were outside. There was like noises from the trees. Dogs were going crazy. It was just weird.
There's a mound. Don't know where, why, what, but when I.
So on this one, after he's done talking here for a second, let him finish, and then go to the photo of the shutter.
Well, he's just
Let
talking.
him talk for, well, I know, but
They're about to go to the creek.
I know. Let him talk for a second. I have a reason.
Okay. I don't want to hear it.
There's a mound. Don't know where, why, what, but when I stepped on it, I didn't feel good at all. I'm telling you, I'm nauseous on my stomach after doing it. I wish I hadn't stepped on it. Yeah, I was just walking to the creek, so.
The illustration with the hair. This is another illustration. When your hairs stand on end and you shudder, my friend, a predator may be near. They need to pay attention to these things. It's good that they are noticing, but they don't take it really seriously enough. And we just want everybody out there to know, to teach your child too, that and don't dismiss your child, and don't dismiss yourself. Your body, that's your alert system. Get ready. There's something dangerous nearby, and get used to paying attention to that.
Like these guys, they said they felt a strange feeling there. So now we're going to show this right here. This is a ambush area. All bridges, underpasses are ambush areas. But if you see the rocks that are going underneath or across the waterway,
Right here.
This is the ambush area because animals use that, and rocks may have been put there to cause a bridge so that the animals take that bridge. But you also see that brown disturbance
Right here.
Yeah, in the on the embankment.
One little light.
Hmm?
Well, hopefully they can see well enough.
Yeah. Here, let me. Oh, I can't take that thing off.
And then also through there, it looks like another bridge. If you go through that drain system, there's a bridge over on the other side too. That'll be an area to be careful of.
And so you can also see right here, this is a used area. So children or people come and they either fish here or they swim and play in the water here. But you can see with the vegetation that's all, matted down.
Yeah.
This is a high traffic area. But we all know that where a crossing or a bridge is, there's going to be a blind. There's going to be a place where these predators watch for animals, for people, but also it's going to be on both sides. So there's going to be another blind over here, up. See, if the people are coming through here, children are coming through here, it's going to be further back.
And when we were watching this, we had just talked about that there's usually one across also.
On both
But
sides.
if you're standing over here, you don't even know that you're above an embankment blind.
Yeah, you will never see that because you're standing above here.
So the way to spot them is from the opposite side. But be careful when you're walking around those creek edges.
And you got to know what you're looking for. Because so many people will go there and not even pay attention to that. Well, these things are going to be hiding right inside here, or there'll be a cave right here that they'll be just kind of coming out and watching from the side. And when it's time to take somebody or take the animal, then they come out.
Even this, this would be a danger zone. Danger zone right in there. They can even cling on the sides and above.
You got a bow tree here.
Yeah.
You got it all bent down. Here you can still see that this area is well used all through here. So if kids come down on this side, because if that's private property, then this side is usually the side that people come and fish off, swim, play, because they don't go on that side. But on this side, you can see that it's all matted down. Lots of traffic there. So let's find the blind. Let's find where the Bigfoots are watching people.
From the other side.
And there it is.
Right there.
That is.
So from this side, they're watching over here. And from that side, they're watching over there. And they can look here too. But, and it's also in a bend in the creek. And those are areas to watch. More often than not, you'll find blinds in the bends of the creek.
And you see a good walkway here where it's been used. So some people may fish down here a little further.
Or just play in the rocks, play in the water.
Yeah. But this is the ambush area. It actually looks like an eye right there. Translucent. It looks like a big face right there. Right here too.
It's just hard to tell with the pixelation, but watch for discolorations.
And behind this tree, this goes back. This is a makeshift, like a cave, but it's used with sticks. But there is a hole right in there.
There you go.
There you go. See all these sticks and everything laid across there? This goes in. There's a cave system in there.
And even
this is the ambush.
If you were walking along up here, it might just look like regular ground from that side with sticks laying on it. And if you stepped on it, you would fall right through into there, or something could snatch you. Those are dangerous spots.
That's an ambush, and that's a cave. And it goes all the way back through here and through here.
And they will even pack in so that it looks like a false back in some of these cases, like a trapdoor spider does.
So these people these are the researchers, or these are the investigators.
Didn't even notice this or say anything.
They're not saying anything about that. They're not saying about that walkway. They're not saying about that embankment blind on the other side.
Lots of opportunities for blinds in danger areas in here. Always
Yeah.
watch those dark shadows.
And see, that's one right there too.
Dog lights in there, that's for sure. Oh, yeah.
Got some bowling. So passing right by and they don't really notice it.
Yeah, these guys don't notice.
They notice some things, but not others.
And just knowing that these are embankment blinds, which is in the book, but these people, these investigators, these researchers don't know what the trackers know.
Matter of fact, can we show that one?
Oh, good one. Okay, let me back it up just a second, because we want to show you something.
And when we talk about bridges, it's not necessarily man-made bridges, but also what we call Bigfoot bridges, which are the trees placed across the water. They can be small and large.
Okay, now we do see where the cave goes in here, but they're not going to see it from over here. It goes in there, but also in the new Monster Spotters children's book, we want to show you this. Of course, everything's copyrighted, but
The monsters hide at either end, and none of them will be your friend. Of course, there are other pages that go with this. But when you see the trees down, they can be small, they can be large, but they'll hide at they'll dig caves further into the root end, and then on the foliage end will also be a chance for on the foliage end will also be a chance for the blind.
So you see the two bright eyes on the embankment across
On that biggest hole,
and the biggest hole in the picture. Now that's at the base of the tree where they knocked the tree across to make a bridge. Now Bigfoot's used that bridge, and all of our trackers know this. This is more for new viewers. But Bigfoots make those bridges for animals to cross, so it's easy to capture food. But always there's going to be embankment blind on both sides of those trees that's laid across to make a bridge. There's always going to be a small cave or a big cave, but it will be there. But it will not be where, like these people are walking, it's not going to be where they're walking because they know people walk there. It's going to be across and at a 45-degree angle coming from the other direction. But they're going to be using shrubbery, sticks to look through to watch all the way down this creek that these supposedly researchers or investigators are at. So where those researchers are, where those
everywhere those arrows are potential blind areas, ambush areas.
So where these researchers are on this investigation here, they haven't got a clue as to where to look for these caves or these. They don't even know about embankment blinds or blinds because they're standing in front of a blind across. They're almost standing on a cave. They're actually on a cave, really. Right across, there's more cave systems. There's more blinds, and they're not saying anything about it. They don't know.
Sometimes it's a very shallow cave, and sometimes it can go back a long ways.
And that's why we said that they can do more harm because they can say, well, we didn't really see that much out there.
Yeah, and so the people still haven't been helped.
But also the people will be in a false sense of security, because they're thinking, well, if these investigators and researchers who are supposed to know more than the homeowner comes out and says, well, we didn't see too much, so you're okay. But they're not, they're missing everything right here. 2 embankment blinds, there's a big blind with a cave system already, and these people are standing on top of it and still don't know where it's at.
Oh yeah.
You always want to listen to the bird noises, bird language for the alerts.
You don't want to go in the water.
That's all they could hear.
I hope y'all can hear that because this was pretty loud.
We always want to pay attention to the bird language. Sometimes it's mimicking, sometimes it's alerts. Pay attention to crows, especially ravens.
Now these are structures, these are blinds up here. This is a cave system. Even though it's not a big one, they don't need a big one to see if a deer is coming down this area. And all they have to do is go up here, lift a stone or something that they've got as a trap door, like a trap door spider, or they may just slip out through here and pick them up.
Another blind area.
All these pretty rocks, great place to have a lure for a lot of people who likes to have pretty rocks. But look at this blind right here. This is not a natural, normal tree laying right there. This has been put there. This is a blind. These people are missing everything that's right in front of them.
And most likely right across on the opposite side, there's something going on too.
Yep. Right around that corner, because he can
Yeah.
stop, go this far. So right around here, there's going to be another one.
Yeah. And all they need is a little space for their eyes to peek through.
Yeah. And you can see where they will be looking. Right here, right here.
And remember,
Right there.
There are gigantic ones, but there are also little bitty ones, and people can get torn up by a cat, you know, something the size of a cat. So,
and these little ones get to eat
they're
too.
just as dangerous, and
There's going to be another opening on that side. So it's going to look almost like this, but it's going to be on that side, so they can look down that side, and these look right here. You can see this whole area is being watched, and it goes all the way down that river.
Even when a tree falls naturally, they can still manipulate that environment. They'll shift and move trees around. They'll dig in further where there's washes. They survive by blending in.
Hear a bird, find a bird. Let's find that bird. See who's whistling.
So when it gets dark, you pinpoint any areas you want to go check out. Probably goes this way, but I mean, it doesn't feel good down there at all.
We would call that a bridge right there.
There's
so
a
there's going to
bridge.
be another blind on this side and probably on the back side of it. And then also it looks like the creek curves again.
Yeah.
I mean, it's broad daylight. It's so dark back down in there.
So it's good they picked up that they don't like that area, and that's the reason. But they don't know exactly what they're looking for.
Pardon his nose. But you got dark right here. You got dark right here. You've got that shrubbery that we just talked about to so that they can look through it. And let's see if we can get a better kind of shot of that. Wow.
Really pay attention to this area.
Yeah, and this is a place where they can watch. All this has been manipulated. So there's a cave right here. This is the entryway right through here that goes right into that cave underneath there.
We call these embankment blinds.
Here's a bridge, a Bigfoot bridge. Here's another Bigfoot bridge. But this is the main one. And where does it lead? It leads right to the cave. So when the animal tries to cross and go through there, they're snatched up. This bridge is a trap. And like we said, there's going to be one on this side and there's going to be one on that side. And you got dark figures already. We're going to play this. It's only about 1.5 minutes. And other side, because you see where this guy, his availability as far as how far he can go is way up here. Now this is down a little bit further, but on the other side is where you're going to find that opening. They put theirs where the people do not go. They know that this guy, or not this guy, but they know that people can only go so far. So they put it on the other side from the other direction that people don't come.
And in our book, the Predator Bigfoot book, starting on page 141 is holes, tunnels, crevices, and caves. That goes on for several pages.
What is that?
I don't know if you'll be able to see that.
Holes, tunnels, crevices, and caves. And that's on page, I don't know.
141.
141 in the Predator Bigfoot and Spiritual Warrior's Path book.
And also this sections before, we also have creeks and other bodies of water. That's on, it's hard to see. On page 132, if you want to double read in your book when you get it. Bridges, embankments, and ravines. That's on page, starting on page 138. We cover all of this.
Everything that these people are missing. Yeah. These are researchers and investigators who've been asked to go out
and help.
And all they're doing is giving these people the wrong information. They may hit on a couple of things, but they're missing the majority, the most important things. There is a cave right underneath there. On the other side, there's an opening. That's the one that side they use more, and they can look through here. They can look through here. Here's also an opening right here.
Yeah. And more, the further back you go, the more there is.
Yep, there's going to be more back there.
And their website or their channel says they've been doing this since 2017. They should know more by now.
And they should know better. Let's check this out. We're going to show you something that's going to be on the other side of that tree.
Our brute strength, strangling, breaking necks, biting, crushing, and decapitation, as well as drowning and suffocation. Razor-sharp claws or teeth to rip prey apart. Tracker E takes the lead tracker position. As Tracker E observes the ambush place, I stand guard, awaiting Tracker E's report.
I found tracks and the ambush spot in the exact location under the bridge. I waited for my support, then observed for sound or movement. From the entrance, I could see the bridge, signs of struggle, and anything moving in the area. The cave was intentionally and strategically dug out and hidden. It was roughly L-shaped, approximately 12 feet deep on the stem end, and approximately 5 to 6 feet wide from top to bottom and side to side. I entered the cave and could almost stand upright. I'm 5'8" tall. I could see the shafts of light above shining through the holes I mentioned earlier. They lit up the longer section to the right or north so that I could see the sloping ceiling of the section being dug out in the back. The entire area looked well used with little debris. Looking upward, I could see reinforcing wood intertwined. My feelings informed me it was time to back out. My support was at low ready, so I exited. The way I had entered was too steep and covered in mud and not returnable, so I made my way down to the creek bed through a narrow runoff channel that was rib-high on the sides and full of roots, debris, sharp sticks, and snags from the knees down. We made our way back to base and also cast a set of juvenile Bigfoot tracks.
This property now only has 3 horses left of 12. No more wildlife. The last deer that was seen was up on their porch. It's a mobile home up on their porch under the light, trying to get in the door because it was frightened of what's out there.
And that clip was from the Bigfoot documentary. That's also with the sale that we're having right now. So that was a clip from that documentary DVD and that deluxe package that we're having a sale right now with. But on the other side is where that big opening is going to be. This is just covering the top so they can look through it. And there may even be a face right there.
And the entryways may be small, but they enlarge when you get in there on some of these.
Yep.
Just remember, you always travels the creeks.
Hey, it may be a movie, but it might be a fact too.
I love that, man. I love that, man.
These guys don't have a clue where they're even at.
All sizes are put in there.
That's how close it is to the house.
One guy told me he was cutting cedar trees more over there.
Yeah,
bows
bows.
everywhere.
Yeah, more
I didn't
here.
even notice that. That needs to be cleaned out big time behind there.
There's one behind her.
The cedar trees are cut and they're not huge lengths and they're not,
No.
you're not following them. You know, there's no, cedar tree like this is not going to reach over and grab another sapling that's 40 feet tall and pull it over and wind it. Yeah, that's what we're
Pull
finding.
down. We call these pull down.
Yeah.
There's giant trees like behind the house. Like, and some of them are moved. There's no way.
Yeah.
Like some of them I can like push the logs, like they're so heavy.
Gotcha.
Is there a certain like area in each direction or landmarker to tell us where your property ends, so we don't trespass?
I think no, not really.
So,
But it's all like family.
yeah, nobody's going to get man called off. They see us around with lights or anything like that.
So far, we've already found a can in the tree. We've already found structures. We've already found. I've looked and seen little.
So
rock
far, you've
formations,
missed quite a bit.
And, pretty crazy. We've already met the nice people here, and we've listened to their stories so far. And there's a lot of keywords they've said that we have experienced or know about in our previous adventures, and now it's all coming to fruition here. And it's pretty interesting because it's a mixture of Bigfoot and paranormal, which we started to go into a lot. And what's interesting is there's a lot of signs sitting around here in the driveway. It's going to be interesting as the night goes on to what we can find. Yeah, just the whole butt end bit off of that can. Look at this. Look at it. But like here, you can see like canine teeth.
Way
It's
too
like,
thick
look,
back in there.
Yeah, they got everything.
So that looks like, is that a hot tub?
Yeah, it looks like a hot tub.
Yeah, I guarantee you there's blinds all back in here. That's way too dark, but they watch them when they come out here and soak.
Let's catch up on a few. Mary's here.
Trucker Lorna says they are watching eyes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We seen those eyes too.
Trucker 17 says predators way too close and hiding in the shadows.
Yeah.
Hey, Bernard. Good to see
They're
you.
playing with fire. And there's Bernard. How you doing, Bernard? Good seeing you.
Mary says these programs are such good learning tools. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you. Everybody saying hello to Bernard.
Tracker17 says tones are all wrong, Jerry. Definitely at least one translucent there. And yeah, and in the book, the chapter on bird language, that's where hear a bird, find a bird. They were being alerted on big time.
Oh yeah.
17 says these researchers are dicing with mysterious death right here. My oh my. Lorna says, Tracker Lorna says, predator is always a predator. They will eat you. Yes. Tracker 17 says it astonishes me. They are so close, but these folks can't see them. Yeah, they see enough and then they get excited, but they're not really seeing everything yet. But I mean, my gosh, it's been since 2017. Tracker 17 says, I have anxiety in the pit of my stomach right now for these people. Tracker Lorna says, a lot of predators are looking out of the darkness.
Yeah, we can see them.
Tracker 17 says, Tracker Lorna, I'm seeing them too. And we're caught up.
Do we need to jump ahead or?
Let's see. Let me turn the flashlight on.
It's crazy. This was
We could go to 30 minutes.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, this is where I think they show it again.
Okay.
That's our cover. We can go back to that. Let's go back to that.
Okay. So
this is where she's talking about outside her bathroom window, which is the window that he's pointing at over there, right behind that. Let me get my stick. Right behind, or very near this bush, which needs to just be gotten out of there altogether. Get that out of there. This window is where they're watching from. I would even remove these. Watch that dark spot. The tree line's just way too close. But anyway, watching her from this window, and she even captured it on the window, through the screen. It just wasn't very good. It was kind of hard to see, but now they'll be talking in a second about looking out from this window. She could see a blind. They didn't call it that, but that's this dark shadow we'll see in just a second.
So where's that, David? So what we're fixing to look at is a picture she showed us earlier. She is in this room of the house right here. And she took a picture out this window right through here. And you can mark everything called move. You'll be able to look at the
dog pen too close to the sun. Dog pen is way too close to the woods. Trampoline is way too close to the woods. Here's a pull down here. There's pull downs all over there. All that dark area. Every bit of that needs to be pushed back.
This is all pulled down here.
Yeah, that's a blind back in there, and that's where it
stands. Or the dog.
And
you don't see it. This don't look like it's well used.
No, not anymore.
Like that dog is
the
like,
dogs probably never shut up when they're in there.
Yep. So you got me captured in here, and then you got that. What's it called? A jumping thing?
Trampoline.
And there in the woods. And this is only a week or so ago, so it's not been enough growth or anything to change dramatically being springtime.
These are all pulled down. Can you explain pull down right there?
So this is my point of view from looking out my bathroom window, getting ready in the morning for work, and I just noticed this dark spot there. It's not usually there.
Oh yes, yeah,
right there.
Okay, can we go to the illustration in the book?
Which one?
I'll show you. Pull up the pictures. That one. This is another illustration for monster spotters. Be sure when you're filling up the tub to cover the windows before you scrub. Those windows should be covered. Absolutely, have them covered. If you need the light in there, that's fine, but open it back up when you leave the bathroom for the light or something. Is it worth it to have one of these things peering in at you? We personally know someone that has PTSD in his 60s from when he was a little boy, and one reached in the window, the bathroom window, and tried to snatch him out of the bathtub. And he wasn't much older than this little boy, or much younger than this little boy that was in here.
There's actually another one right here.
Mm-hmm.
Another possible right there.
Right there. Yeah.
Right there. Yeah.
Every bit of that needs to be cleared out already. You know, they're clearing off further out into the woods. Clear this first and move your way out.
And there's even something there, maybe in there, but I'll try to get it.
Oh, wow. Can you go back to that one?
Mm-hmm.
You can see what's in the face. Hey?
Yeah.
Yep. Nope.
I mean,
Right there.
Don't touch.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, right there. Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Looking right at them. But there's more in there.
Oh, yeah.
These people don't see them. There's another one out there.
Oh, yeah, going right there.
Mm-hmm.
There's never
Okay,
just
Yep.
one.
And then when I left for work, it wasn't.
And
The
then
dog alerting and nobody's
it was taken right through here.
Right through
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, going right there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean,
Yep. And then when I
that's
left
the
for work,
picture.
What's that dog looking at out there?
You know, all these new people around, and he's looking off over there.
Both dogs.
And
There's
it
another
happens
too.
all through this.
They don't pay attention to.
No, they don't pay attention to the pets. They're not listening to them. They're not
Wasn't
watching.
And then it was taken right through here.
Right through
Yeah.
here. You can still see everything because you got the same vantage point of the woods. Everything is identical as it was.
There's that big trampoline where the kids will go out. And all this, these pull downs are all right there.
And they should have already walked around and spotted all this. That's the first thing we do, is look to the most important parts of the house, the dark spots. If you were, where would you hide if you were trying to look in the windows or look at the front door? Where would you hide outside? And so stand at those areas and look out for the dark spots, and then clean those out. Elastic says there's really not a shortage of these example videos from researchers. The blind being hunted from the blind, those poor dogs and children. Yeah. He says, beautiful colors, Ella, for that bathroom illustration. Thank you. Tracker 17 says, I'm seeing the commonality of researchers both in the US and Australia. None of them know how to use their ears or eyes. Yeah, they're just not taking it seriously enough, and they're not catching on quick enough.
And that makes them dangerous whenever they're doing investigations and letting people know, like, well, you know, we didn't see too much, or we found some structures, but they're not
Or
saying,
even get excited about it.
these things are, these bins are right in your yard.
And they happen just a little bit every day. If you're paying attention, you'll notice, you know, that it doesn't always, it rarely happens all at once.
It's so much, it's right on the dog pens, going into the dog pens.
They'll weave a stick in here, a stick in there. There was a poor old nag blind horse in Cherokee, no, in
it was in Mississippi, on the Mississippi Reservation, but it was called Crystal Ridge.
Crystal Ridge, and that poor horse was getting ripped. I mean, getting raped and ripped by this, by these predators, and literally there were bows woven into
the corral.
Into the corral. Yeah.
In the picture, so we'll be able to, you know, it's really easy to do.
Yeah.
This is. Did you just hear that? The whoop. What? It is recording, right? Okay.
So now they're whooping.
So this.
Fools. And teaching them it's okay to whoop. And that little boy's he's around there, so he's watching them. He's watching what's supposed to be these good instructors. Yeah, here's another one. Yeah, but they'll whistle later too. This is another illustration from the book. Never whistle in the woods, and that includes whooping. You're calling the predators, which, I mean, they're literally trying to call them.
They are.
but they think it's a big game.
And they think that these predators are harmless.
They think it's in love with this woman. Somewhere else on their screen, like on one of their thumbnails, it says Bigfoot in love or something like that, leaving gifts. And look, we're going to go ahead and address.
It said right there.
Bigfoot shows affection. No, he literally says in love in
Oh.
one of their other ones for this
wow.
episode.
Wow.
We'll go ahead and address this woman, and we've had someone get offended before, but these predators are looking for something to breed with, someone to breed with. They're not in love with her, and when she's out here exposing all her assets, and she's beautiful, just, you know, like she could wear anything and she would be looked at. She's, don't care if it offends you, she's asking for trouble dressing like that.
And she out there with these
And the
predators.
cameraman makes sure that he gets plenty of shots of her too. But there's just, she doesn't realize that she's putting herself in danger. We've tried to tell other people that before, and
they got offended.
They got offended. They thought, you know, too bad. You just have to be careful. You have to use common sense. If they're looking for something to breed with, they're going to look for what attracts, you know, something that looks like it's going to be good breeding stock. And I'm not trying to be ugly. It's just a fact. Be careful, ladies. And for our trackers, when you are interviewing with someone, maybe you can't get the whole shot without showing everything, but at least in editing before you put it up on, if you make videos, try to crop to show respect to some people are showing themselves off on purpose. Some just don't know. It doesn't matter for your purposes when you're creating the videos to teach people. Try to crop with discretion.
What we came for. Yeah, exactly. Already again.
That's it.
Oh, right there on the right. Oh my God.
There's no researcher that after what 2017, so we're coming up on what that 8 years, 8 years that should be out there where they're supposed to be helping people and reacting with, oh my God, like
Yeah,
how
like
much can they know?
Like it's something brand new to them, or it's a surprise
Good
to
grief. And even if it is a surprise to you, don't let on to
the people who need
them.
help.
That doesn't inspire confidence. Come on.
In real life, in real time, it's there. It's not here. In real life.
It's when I got done getting ready to go to work. Like I went over here and
This was taken off that camera up there, out of this room, out of that room, out the window. Out that window.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
What did it do after you took the picture?
And she said she was getting ready to go to work when this happened.
So she got a pattern. We addressed that in the book too.
It knows her pattern. It knows when she's going to be in that bathroom. It knows.
And she doesn't cover the window.
She don't cover the window. So many people don't do that.
It boggles my mind.
When you know a predator's around, even if it was a human predator, you close your window.
But they don't consider it a predator. For some reason, they think this thing looking in at them is okay.
This thing that's,
you know,
killing everything around them.
They say they're asking for help, but they just want to know that it's they just want proof or validation, but they don't realize that what they really need is help getting them out of there, pushing them back.
This whole area has got pull downs after pull downs after pull downs, and it's going to go back further in there.
They could get all
there's
these
no
people.
Squirrels, there's no raccoons, there's no rabbits,
anything like that.
Chipmunks.
Just some disturbed dogs on alert. And then I don't know if we'll talk about it tonight or not, but they also talk about a missing cow at the neighbors.
it stays until I got out. So
Is it sitting there watching her? Okay. And that is the light on. Oh, we got a video. Oh.
kind of with the screen you can't hardly. Yeah.
It don't show anything there really.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. So the next spot we can get to is,
And they're just going out to get a size reference here.
don't realize that they're in a literal, they do a little bit. They notice some of the sticks are woven, but they're not recognizing that these are blinds, ambush blinds, hunting blinds, stalking blinds. We have corral at 3355.
Okay.
There's blinds all around that house. Every door, likely at the boys' room also, and he hasn't been taught to cover windows by any adults that I can see there.
No, the adults don't know, so
Yeah.
they're not gonna have the correct information.
But you know how dumb you gotta be. You see something peering in your,
You gotta be pretty
literally peering in your window, and that window's not
dumb. You gotta
short
be pretty
either.
dumb.
It tells you the size.
Yeah. You gotta be pretty dumb.
33.
Here, she's right. There's one laying over top of it. There's some limbs and stuff. Trees fall, dead limbs fall. That's great. But this appears to be.
They don't pay any attention really. They dismiss that
Here, she's
that
right.
hole
There's
right
one
there. But for one thing, it can be a peeking hole, and also even a small predator can be hiding in there.
Yep. Come out and those will also come out and eat the dog's food. They'll any scraps or garbage that you leave out.
Those are the kind that can easily sneak up and get your child's toys and hide them into the woods so that the child goes out there after it.
Yeah.
And over top of it, there's some limbs and stuff. Trees fall, dead limbs fall. That's great. But this appears to be placed here for a reason.
And all that behind him.
What a mess.
You got a blind here. You got looks like a corral going out there.
Also, you see how dead it all looks? Those areas where they're heavily infested just look dead. These are not guardians of the forest.
There's a lot of pixelation, but there's a lot of faces out there too.
And what adds to the complexity of that,
there was a small pull down up there, but there's pull downs and they're building corrals and chutes.
Yeah, and this is a well used.
Yeah.
Then there's no spider webs in it. There's no.
Yeah.
You know, this is a well used, and they're not hitting on that either.
After all, she said there was a third rock here that made a triangle around the little indentation of the hole in it.
Well used.
And so it lays the little rocks out there.
For her.
For her, exactly. Gifts, because she collects them and puts them on a tray and shows everyone.
And they watch her.
Those are her gifts. That's in our book, Bigfoot Gifts or Bigfoot Gifters. It's a mating ritual.
And that's obviously that's just a small hole. I'm not really putting a lot on the hole. But what does this mean? What are they trying to tell us?
He's
what
not really putting a lot.
Duh. He goes, so what does this mean? Like he's about to explain, then he'll say, I don't know. Watch him.
The triangular rock, what does that bring to the table? Now, have your minds get ready to be blown, all the above.
Tell us why.
Yada.
Tell
us. They have a friend
Tell us.
that is down here cutting some timber. And by timber, I mean just simply cedar trees.
Which is one of their
cutting
favorites.
The trunks off to use to make, whether it's furniture, clocks, ornamental furniture, things of that nature out of. That's it. Okay. So I've been asking some pointed questions about why the trees are where they are. He's cutting them and failing or falling them on the property. They're coming back, and where the leftover shrubs or brush is at is no longer there. It's being moved somewhere else. It's being placed. It's up.
Yeah, and you've been walking past blinds all day that have trees that have been moved around and shifted around. You started out the episode with walking there into the woods, and y'all all stood right around one gigantic blind and didn't even notice. And you get ready to have your mind blown, sir.
Yeah, you're still not seeing everything.
Like on one hand, he acts like he's so authoritative, and on the other, you just like, duh.
But he's still gonna say, I don't know.
In trees where it's not where it fell. So now I'm going, it's starting to make a little more sense because I'm thinking, how big were these trees they're cutting down? Because they can't, how did this get caught up in a tree? Why is it? I mean, it doesn't.
It's horizontal.
Horizontal.
And also, I don't know if we'll catch this or not, but they've also been stealing her clothes when she puts them on the line.
Mm-hmm.
And so to them, that's presenting a gift out there.
Makes sense to where that these things happen.
Look at that blind. But they're not calling it that. They're
not calling it.
They're just going, it's moving sticks around, but they don't understand the purpose of it.
These guys just don't know anything.
And they're probably still.
And there's a whole bunch of them.
Just within feet of the trampoline.
There's a whole bunch of them. There's probably about 8 guys or 5 or 6 guys.
Maybe able to screw in a light bulb.
And none of them know. All of them together don't know what's going on.
Falling. Why they would come to rest there? So
she didn't want to be on camera.
That one right there, and then that one on top. They're both bent. I'm pointing that way. Oh, sorry. Oh, you're good. Oh, yeah. So
those are called pull downs. It took one of their wives to tell them those were up there.
Yeah.
And pull downs can be low or high, but they're one of the first ways that they'll start structures.
So they're both bent. I'm pointing that way. Oh, sorry. Oh, you're good. Oh, yeah. So
Put together.
So that tells me that the one way up is very pretty. That one we're used to seeing, and that's an old one, but it's just telling me for a very long time we believe they're markers. And by that, if the lens pointed that way, that means that's your side. Anything on this?
What the heck's he talking about?
Is that what that means?
That's they're sitting up in those trees and using those blinds to watch through the bathroom, watch the house, watch the kids play.
Trampoline. Yeah.
Come on, guy. At least get something right.
And a lot of times when you're not seeing tracks is because they're traveling through the trees, and some of these things are also getting broken as they're, their weight breaks them down.
These people just don't know anything about what they're looking at.
Tracker 17 says amateur hour so-called researchers. Tracker 17 says mind blown and head removed. I can't believe these researchers don't realize the danger they're in. Shadow Tracker. Oh, geez, we keep forgetting about the bells. Sorry about that. Yeah, let's give them a whole bunch for this whole.
No.
That's right. That's right. I need to put it here closer to me. It's dark.
I watched a little bit about this today, and I had this guy's just making me mad. This whole thing is making me mad. These things that.
Okay.
It's like they act like they know what they're doing, but they haven't got a clue of what they're looking at.
Oh, it gets worse.
Oh no.
And so there's a little, okay. Pull down to 36. We can look at. Let's go into 3715.
Okay.
You're past it.
Oh, sorry.
And we're just looking at some corrals and breaks and structures there. And they are noticing this. This is good, but that they realize what it's for. And people will say, well, how is that going to protect them like they're supposed to live in it and use it to? They don't need that. They're just using it to
break up
their silhouette,
yeah,
so that they're not as noticeable.
And if you use a flashlight and you flash a light out there, it's going to reflect off of all those trees. Mm-hmm. And if they're dark and black, you're not going to see them because that light's already being reflected.
Yeah.
You're going to just see a dark shadow and think nothing of it. The War Chief says there are many translucents very near these people.
Yeah, our TV is not the best, and War Chief's is a fantastic. So, yeah,
And all
You
these
can
are
see more.
structures, they're blinds, and these people don't even say the word blind when these things are hunting.
Yeah, they're in an entire hunting system.
This is a hunting area that they're in.
We can go on to 44 minutes.
Yeah. I didn't even see no end out there that you saw a while ago. I feel good because they got bacon from the dog with the dog.
Is that with the
Oh yeah.
water?
44 minutes is gift.
Sounds like a soup.
There's the bird.
You want to find the bird and make sure that it is a bird and not a mimic. And that was also the dog in the distance alerting again. And nobody paying attention. Okay, right there, go back right to that one with the, right there. Yeah, anywhere here. That's, yeah, go ahead there.
Okay.
I just wanted,
Does that mean for the Sasquatch stay out? Possibly. And guess what?
Possibly, he said. Come on.
guess what?
Guess what? What?
He's so big and brave, he's going to go right off in there.
We're going in that direction. So let's see what happens.
Now, you see how
What's up?
this is her gifting area.
So this, some of this she stayed just because they were taken. Something had been removing stuff. So she
Something.
put it there and she broke some chains
Boy
out.
right there behind her.
You know, if I'm walking and I see the chain, I'm picking it up, putting it in my pocket. All right? I'm not stupid. Okay, it's money.
Yes, you are. Oh my goodness.
All these down. That's just to impede the prey.
Yeah, and these are pathways also.
Pathways, there's,
They'll run game all the way through those.
they'll do chutes and funnels, and we've got,
And you got them all here in
that's
the back
also in the
too.
book, but we don't have that loaded up.
That's probably a corral in the back.
Yeah, in both books, Dark's up there.
But you know, obviously nobody's taken anything of the value, if you will. And she doesn't believe she put these rocks here.
How do you not
trying to figure
know
out
if
what
you did
this
or you
is,
didn't?
where it would have come from. You know, I mean, it's definitely. I mean, this is obviously quartz right here. There's no doubt that that's not quartz, but so just trying to understand what was going on here. So all over the place right there. Yeah, but now
I put the money, I put this stuff here.
yeah,
See how the cameraman moves himself around to where he can see straight down her shirt?
Mhm.
And, you know, to be fair, she is inviting that. But be careful of that, trackers. Be mature and watch that, cameraman. Or don't watch that. Down.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's pretty strange. It's interesting. Yeah.
Pretty strange. That whole area's got that look for sure. Of squat.
Looks like we've got something that could be squat.
Could be. Could be.
A bow right there in the back. Another bow.
Look at
Structure.
that structure, yeah.
Pull down.
Okay, we teach you about this little spider web freak out. We teach you about the spider webs also in the book and in our training course. And you should be walking slowly enough that you don't run into the spider webs, or if you do, you don't break it and you can back out. And the predator Bigfoots use the spider webs to know when prey has gone through there. That's one of the ways that they use it. They go around them. We bust through them.
No, they bust.
They
through
bust.
them.
Yeah.
Not us.
They bust through them. And at the height of the web,
It showed
they
his
can
manhood too.
Yeah. Well, hopefully not.
Oh. It's like, okay, this is the guy you want out there with you. This is the guy you want out in the woods while these things are around.
Oh, and not a weapon among them that I've seen yet. What?
Spider web.
He freaked out.
My hero.
He freaked out. He's like, wow. He was
And then he
spit.
goes into another one in a minute too.
Oh my goodness.
So anyway, pay attention to the spider webs because they can be used for your benefit and for you to know if something has passed through there, and it can also be used against you.
And this
if
is
you're
a
not
whole
careful.
ambush area.
Yeah.
Right through here is a walkway. Right where that spider web was. Now they know that someone's coming through here. The spider webs
And,
tell
and
you a
at
lot.
what height?
And what height? Yep.
So you should be.
Spider web. Yeah.
Big old bow. Straight through the bows. That's in our books too. Don't go through the bows. If you can help it, don't go through them.
And now he's breaking every spider web. He's swinging a stick in front of him.
Yeah. You don't want to do that going into a place. Now, if you're done doing what you're going to do, and which they're so noisy anyway, they're announcing themselves everywhere they're going. But on your way out, if you're in a hurry and you're going to, then it doesn't matter. You can twirl them up like a cotton candy and on a stick and get through areas that are heavily infested with the spider webs. But during a daytime thing like this, there's no reason that they can't be going slowly enough they can avoid the spider webs.
And also these predators will be watching you go around those spider webs.
Mm-hmm. And they just saw him do that and they're like, oh wow.
And this guy don't know anything.
Well, she's no challenge.
Yeah. And the predators are going, this guy doesn't know anything. He doesn't know we even use the spider webs. He doesn't know about the spider DNA. He doesn't know.
Yeah.
This guy just broke a branch and started going through everything. Scared of the spider webs. This is not who you want out there with you. Now he's breaking off a branch. He's the spider webs freak him out. He's like, I ain't no.
Which nobody likes them.
Nobody.
Not to walk into. All that coming from every direction.
You're waving it and still walking the way. You have to walk under so many arches through these woods.
Yeah, you're in a hunting system.
You're in a blind.
Can you not see?
You're in a blind. These things, bows everywhere around you.
Corrals and chutes and funnels. We talk about that in.
How many guys do they have? Like 5 at least?
I think
Five,
4 of them and 2 wives, and then
all of them,
and then the
husband
of the other one.
The majority of all of them. I mean, every one of them does not know as much as our trackers.
Oh no, not even close.
These are supposed to be researchers and investigators who are supposed to be going out and I don't know what they go out
helping
and do.
People.
They help.
Also, a lot of times they'll put blinds right there in where they're hunting when the sun is shining through because it makes it hard for the prey.
Yeah.
To see them.
Let's catch up a little bit.
Tracker 17 says they're all around them, War Chief, and these researchers see nothing. Tracker 17 says, let's go see what happens, famous last words. Elastic says, ding.
Ding.
Graybeard says,
we should have dinged it a lot more.
Yeah, sorry about that. And Graybeard says, and not a 2A piece on any of them.
None of them.
LOL. 17 says not enough intelligence to light up a light bulb. Graybeard.
All
Yeah,
of them
they should be
combined.
advising these people to put security lights everywhere and be.
All of them combined don't have the intelligence out there.
Elastic says, wow, they don't know predators are all around them, even behind the camera.
Yeah, exactly. We had to change the channel and move it up.
War Chief says, yes, a translucent mimic of a bird. When you look all around you and you hear a bird, but you can't locate the bird, it more than likely will be a translucent mimicking a bird. That's
Yep,
right.
there's no bird.
And you got to listen for the patterns.
But they're not paying attention to it.
No. Tracker 17 says they don't have any knives on them. I haven't noticed any
No
weapons.
knives
If
or
they are,
prayers.
nothing's big enough to do any good.
I know, if you can't see them.
Maybe to put it on the end of a spear. Graybeard says 2A means guns. 17. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Thank you. Wait, well.
But he says no knives or prayers.
No knives. Okay.
He's
No
like,
knives.
I got you now. Our Second Amendment. America.
JR says 17, this is the video that you and I were leaving comments on at the same time quite a while ago. I remember how much she loved, how much the predator Bigfoot loved her. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And okay, I'll leave that. Elastic says at War Chief, and so many scoff at the idea of Bigfoot having translucency abilities, when in fact the public are beginning to be allowed to see fractal-based invisibility tech, right?
Yeah.
Each hair is its own little invisibility shield.
Yeah.
17 says, wish we had a Second Amendment here. Sadly not. Elastic says, tech based on what God created first. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
JR says, oh, so not good. Or I'm sorry,
so
Tracker 17 said that.
Yeah, all these people combined does not know. And that even goes for, they don't have to even be trackers, but the people who's been with the channel for a long time, or even the ones who have the book and the documentary, have more information than all of these people put together.
Where are we at now? We could go to, what time stamp are we at? We can go on to 53. Well, let's go to 5209.
These people running into
earlier, and it gets very, very foggy out there. A lot of that is fog, and looks kind of early in the day for all that fog, but that's something that needs to be paid attention to, and that's also in the book. If it's a strange fog or a lingering fog, don't just dismiss fog. If all of it is not natural.
Mm-hmm.
And they use it to their advantage.
5209,
5209, the dog alerts.
Okay. Right here.
Water bottle and everything out of the house. It looks like so wood. And it's like I found it hidden.
The dog's looking for
Nobody
something.
notices. Nobody
Pay attention to that dog.
5248. And you can see how foggy it's getting. 5248 is some.
More, but now they make other noises like cat noises. But it's not a cat.
Like imitating.
Yeah.
So
Talk about mimicking.
Is there any cows back this way?
You can see it.
Keep listening right here.
But you can see it's foggy or something.
All of it's growing. And then they're talking about right in this area is where she hears the mimicking.
He's in a corral.
Cat noises that are not cat noises. And then they're talking about the cows at the neighbors and then they also hear a cow sound right in this area where there should be no cow. She said it's way too close and that their cow is missing.
Way back, but they don't really run this far back.
Okay. It sounds like something imitating a cow.
I know, yes, exactly.
Yeah.
And it should be this close, and I was actually left y'all because I was looking for a dead cow.
That's behind the Snyder's farm.
It's so loud here.
It
just seems really loud for them to be that far away.
Knocks.
And that cow's missing.
Knocks, but I asked if they ever knocked me back, and she said no.
There was a dead cat I found back there, which shouldn't be back there, and it's missing. It's on a good pier out here. was missing the next day, like, and I'm talking.
So now we can.
So there's a dead cow and it was missing.
Yeah.
Now it,
Yeah, and then they mimic the cows also,
yeah.
and the cats.
So these things are taking livestock also, not far from the back of their house. And you got blinds and corrals, bows, bins, breaks, bridges.
And there's trails with tree cross at 54. We'll skip that. Dog alerts again. Another dog alerts at 54:15. And now we can go to 50. Where are we at? No. Yeah, we can just run it from here. They're going back to the house and fixing to get terrible advice.
Okay, so something's going on, and then the dogs start going crazy right before we do it.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
So we're going back here.
All these strangers at their house, and those dogs are barking out there, and they're trying to warn that woman who's out there at the car.
You got a lot right here.
And this
too.
dog, and yeah. Oh, there's so many lights all off in here, and the
right here.
And later.
And these dogs are saying, "Hey guys,
anybody paying attention here?
We're barking right at it. It's right there."
Dummies, you hadn't listened to us all day. Why start now?
And you know, with all those people, like you were saying, they should have been, you know, barking at the people.
Yeah, they don't know these people.
But these dogs are barking down the road, and these people are looking at them like these dogs are crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, that dog just talks or barks all the time. It just needs to. But every one of the dogs are over there. It's not one dog doing it. It's every one of them saying, it's right there, people.
We've had recordings of a woman, she would get out of her phone. We were on a track, and she would get out of her phone, get out of her car on her phone, you know, same pattern every night, talking loud, ear into the phone, not paying attention. Her poor dog's trying to bark and warn her, and she's hollering at him to shut up, because you could also hear the Bigfoots howling. The dog's barking at that, and she can't hear.
She can't hear her
but her dog, who annoys her, you know, she couldn't wait to get, you know, how about let me get inside and then we'll talk.
Oh my goodness. And these dogs are barking and looking back saying, "Hey,
hello.
Over here. Hello. Over here."
Something's going on, and then the dogs start going crazy right before.
Something's going on. Why aren't y'all going over there to check it out? Why ain't y'all running thermals?
You know, no, they're going to let that woman go over there and collect all the equipment that they need or whatever.
Yeah. I wish she'd heard them get that equipment from over there. It's something going on, but we ain't going over there.
Bop, bop, bop.
When we do it.
And the jackass starts hauling.
Yeah, that's strange.
Imagine that.
That's strange. That's strange.
Getting into the spirit world with Bigfoot now. Such I'm starting to call it. She's cleansing right now with sage going around this.
That's not cleansing. Stop cleansing with sage. Witches cleanse with sage. You're not cleansing. You're calling them in. The sage is not cleansing. Now they're going to play a whole bunch of tones that.
So what we're going to do is a system I learned through Dr. Stephen Greer. He's a Charlotte native, lives up in.
Oh, a Charlotte native, not a native.
Stephen Greer.
Who she gets some terrible advice from, and now she's going to bring that here to their house.
So another person who has no idea about these predators.
Yeah.
Is giving her advice about these predators that she has.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure he's calling and said, how'd it work?
This is her time to shine.
This is her time. What's she gonna do?
So what we're going to do is a system I learned through Dr. Stephen Greer. He's a Charlotte native, lives up in Roanoke, Virginia now, or up that way. That's Close Encounters of the Fifth Kind contact. And often what happens is we cleanse,
Yeah.
reset our intention, get into good headspace, and we ask for visitation. We invite.
Oh, yeah. Open up the Ouija board.
Oh my goodness.
No, we don't. No, we
No,
don't.
we don't. Don't be inviting any demons, any predators to your home and your children.
Like these people don't already have enough going on. She's just so pleased with herself and so tickled.
And when
And
you're,
she's got good intentions. It'll be okay.
it'll be okay. You need to read the Bigfoot Gifters book where we talk about good intentions.
As long as you're in a good headspace, those demons don't want anything to do with you. They won't. They're.
Then why do you have researchers at your house? If you got good intentions.
Well, I think, isn't she one of the other people, or is she the one that lives there, or is she one of the other men's wives?
Oh, I don't know. I just know she don't know what she's talking about.
Is this the original woman that we, can y'all tell? Is this the original woman that was walking around in a t-shirt in the beginning? Kind of quiet, did some talking. It might be her. It might be the one that lives at the house. It could be a researcher. I'm not sure. But she just tickled to death and part of the problem. Tracker 17 says, researcher's motto, I know all things Sasquatch, especially all about nothing. It says Stephen Greer, that alien advocate, it gets worse and worse. Oh, we don't know who that is. Graybeard says Greer is the UFO guy who promotes CE5 meditation to call in ETs. Oh, wonderful.
Wow.
Calling in the demons.
Calling in the demons.
17 says, lower your threshold and let those alien demons right on in. That's right. We were talking about that earlier today. Graybeard says, yep, all part of the plan.
Wow,
and she's just
people.
pleased as can be. The time. It's almost done. There's not much. Or go ahead and wrap it up.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, this is the worst part right here. Yeah, there's not too much left.
even
So,
just listening to her, just.
Yeah, we're almost at 3 hours.
Okay.
And we don't. So yeah, they call in things and things come in and.
Oh, he said he thinks that she came with a Squatch watcher.
Came with the group. That's what it seemed to me like. Like a
Swatch
researcher,
watchers.
like this was her time to.
He says Swatch watchers.
Because the guy said we're getting more and more into the paranormal. He said earlier. So not only did they not help these people in any kind of here's the witch.
I'm gonna tell you how to open it.
Very nice. Are you a good witch or a bad witch? It doesn't matter if you're a witch.
You're a witch.
Either way, you're doing something that's going to get you hurt, and it's just a fact.
Any other dimensional beings with good intentions only to come into the space.
No.
Yeah.
They show up.
No.
Sometimes it may be in the forms of clicking around you. Sounds like somebody's tapping like metal all around us. Okay.
No.
No, it's not okay.
Often
demons are not okay.
In the tree lines.
Predators are not okay.
They're golden. Sometimes they're orange, amber. I've got recordings of beautiful rose-colored orbs.
Oh. You got rose-colored glasses is what you got. And then they do this irritating tone pulsing thing, which just causes tension in me, and we don't even want to listen to it again. But it's all to try to attract these things with these vibrations and tones. Yeah.
That's about all we can take of these people. These people.
Plus, we don't want to. Yeah.
Yeah, it's already 3 hours in.
Invite anything up into anybody's home.
Yeah.
Watching that mess.
Not coming through this channel.
And this is also why we pray before we start.
Not coming through this channel. When they start inviting things in and to where people who are on this side.
So these people's issues that they don't even realize are problems will only get worse now.
Will only get worse.
So let's see. Graybeard says Oh, JR says, I think she came with the Squatch Watchers.
Oh, okay.
He says Swatch Watchers.
Swatch Watchers.
Graybeard says we should stop using the term paranormal and just call it abnormal, LOL, right?
Yeah, they are.
JR says, which is which?
Yeah.
Graybeard says, LOL. And Jody says, ha, ha, ha.
Wow.
So we'll go ahead and pray and let everybody go. And thank you for being here.
Yeah, it was. I can only watch a little bit of it today. It made me mad. I can't watch too many things.
I sacrifice for.
She does the sacrifices. I like this.
I said, oh, this would be a good one.
I said, can you just
This would be a good
paraphrase? Can you just paraphrase?
You're good at being a bad example. Elastic says, the Stephen Greer, I don't even have to say it. Y'all in chat already know him. Disinformation disseminator and messenger of these demons. His origins allegedly are from backwards engineering. Hidden knowledge. Elastic says, thank you so much for the stream. Oh, it's our pleasure.
It is. It is.
Even if he gets mad, it's our pleasure.
I know.
Tracker Lawrence says, God bless everyone and have a great night. And Graybeard says, yes, Elastic, he is a Pied Piper. That's a good way of putting it.
Yep, boy the man. And like even the information that he gave her, this is trying to get through channel to channel. Whoever watches this, she's trying to get people to do the same thing.
Yeah. They didn't get one single piece of good advice.
Yep.
And how many views? 186,000 views. Share our channel. Like the channel.
186,000.
Get it out there to teach people.
Of the wrong information, of no information, of bad information, things that are going to get people hurt.
And that little boy was the only one who seemed to take it seriously.
And the dogs.
And the dogs.
Yeah.
Ain't that a shame? So anyway, we'll pray. Oh, there was a couple more messages. Shadow Tracker J says, it breaks my heart they reject God and use witchcraft. Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Me too. And I was one, you know. A few of us on here had delved into witchcraft, listening to bad advice, and that's why we try so hard to protect other people from that bad advice with a pretty name. Graybeard says, pray for these lost people. Absolutely. We're fixing to.
Especially for the family who got the wrong information, who thinks it's still okay to entertain or try to interact with predators and demons.
Bathroom windows uncovered, and yeah. Jody says, I expect to see all of those people joining us here soon.
We sure hope if they find.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, if they want the information and the correct information.
And if they'll take it, if they get this, if they'll not be offended and they'll instead learn. Tracker 17 says, so was I, Ella. Yeah.
Yeah.
We know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
We're not guessing. Father, we thank you. We thank you for the opportunity to expose more bad advice. We don't do it to hurt people, Lord. We do it to keep people from getting hurt. Please open the eyes and ears of these people, all of them. I don't want to call them researchers, but the Squatch Watchers, that whole team opened their eyes to the dangers of what they're doing. Break the bondage that they're under, to believe the nonsense that calling in the demons, no matter what you call them, is okay, is safe, is desirable in any kind of way. Lord, we remove any residual effect from them being there that will make matters worse. We pray your covering over this family and that you open their eyes too, so that that precious little boy can be protected, those pets can be protected, and the adults too, Lord. Help them to learn and just to see all the different ways that they're being traps for other people. All of these in this episode we watched tonight, they're not only in traps themselves, but they're pulling other people into it with them. Lord, open the woman's eyes that collected up all those gifts and it's out there gifting. Good Lord. Teach them in as gentle a way as possible, Lord, to get their eyes open. And most of all, protect that little boy and any other children that are there, Father. We love you, and we pray you're covering over all of our team members, all of our friends, all of the listeners. We just trust you. We trust you to get the news out and to lead people here that need to be here and need to hear this. In Jesus' name, in the name of Yeshua, amen.
Amen. Amen.
Okay. We love y'all.
Okay, everyone have a great night. We'll see y'all again very soon. And we appreciate the time that you spent with us tonight.
And if anybody who's here from our class tomorrow or tomorrow night, we'll see you in class tomorrow for our tracker training.
All right.
The Thunder Trackers class. So, good night.
Good night, Warriors. Are we moving?
So beautiful.
Are we moving?
So weird. The effect's not quite the same on film. So we're on our way in a snowstorm to go try to find someone that's lost in the woods. You'll say a prayer.